I am so excited to be going live. This is a very spontaneous, impromptu live, but here's my thing. I was listening to ABBA, and I was just so inspired. I feel this deep inspirational energy, and I feel like it's the energy of this full moon in Aquarius. And I have angel cards here that I want to share with you as we bring in the manifestations of our desires, as we all pray together and pray over each other to help our dreams come to fruition. I feel like that's what this community is all about. And I just wanted to share really quickly before we go ahead and get started. And please let me know if you can hear me, because sometimes this audio connects to my phone. So just LMK. So you can type it in the chat. But I just want to share that in the direction of the Angel Academy and where this is going before I talk about these messages is that this is an academy all about angels and helping you develop your angelic connection. So we're just going full-blown angels, like all day, every day, really helping you to communicate with angels in your everyday life. So that way you can truly live the life that you have come here to live, free from fear, free from worry, free from doubt, and just truly in the presence of God and the angels all around you. So as I was sitting with the energy of this full moon, OMG, it is so powerful. I don't know if you guys can feel it, if you're feeling any of the effects of the full moon, but I also love listening or not listening, but reading your comments. So if you want to just chime in, by all means, go ahead and do so. But this energy with the full moon is very expansive. And today in particular, July 29th, I'm going to mess this word up. It's called like a kamikaze. That's not the correct word, but essentially Jupiter is aligned with the sun today. And this hasn't happened in like 12 years. So it's really, really a beautiful day of luck, of fated encounters where our soul knows we're stretching into expansion. And this year overall has just been a monumentous leap of faith. And an opportunity for you to really truly see what it is that you desire. And as we sit with these messages that are coming through, I feel like a lot of people's guardian angels are coming through. And the message that I get is passion. Like, what are you passionate about? And what has been on your heart? Because today, out of all days, I feel like there's this energy of optimism. This fresh new wind has come in and is allowing for you to see where your heart truly lies. Because sometimes the mind can be very deceitful, and we need to learn how to tame the mind. And the mind can spin stories, and stories around doubt, stories around fear. And sometimes we don't even realize that we're spinning these stories until we're in the thick of them. But when we can learn how to detach ourselves from the mind, from our thoughts, we can see and identify the patterns that are arising within us. Perhaps if we're moving through something that's uncomfortable within our environment, you all of a sudden see thoughts that follow along. So it's very interesting that when we learn how to detach from our thoughts, we gain so much more clarity and perspective. And the reason why the angels are having me share this is because the mind was playing tricks on you. The mind was causing you to fall into doubt, to fall into lack. But recently, I feel like you've been really doubling down in your self-belief. Self-belief has been a really big theme that has been coming through, especially in regards to your passion. And the angels are saying that when you put your energy into yourself, when you nourish yourself, nourish your passions, nourish your faith, your self-belief, that breaks everything free. I literally see a prisoner in shackles breaking free just by using the element of light. Because light is a form of love. And when this light comes in, it breaks the shackles that bind us. It breaks the illusion of doubt, the illusion of fear. And so the message for you on this full moon is, what has been calling you on your heart? Like, what can you not stop thinking about, dreaming about? Like, it just consumes you day in and day out. And It could be what you're creating here on Substack. I'm obsessed with Substack. And I also believe, and I get the message a lot of the time, that we're moving back towards an analog approach. So Substack is the entry point, because we're going to see pretty much the downfall of the influencer and the rise of the artist. We're moving into a second renaissance. But what you're passionate about, the angels are inviting you to take a further leap of faith. Maybe you want to do something different. Maybe you're a writer, but you've always wanted to dabble in poetry. You could stay in the same sector of your passion, but branch out and expand in a different way that might make you slightly uncomfortable. And that discomfort is actually that growing point. And it is the point in which you return to the self and you ask yourself over and over again, is this something that I really want to do? Because you're stretching yourself, you're sitting in that discomfort. And that is one of the most beautiful things, is that when we can sit in discomfort and we can sit in the beginning phase of not being so good at something, just trying something new, that's really when freedom enters in, because we're no longer trying to prove ourselves. We're no longer trying to seek worth and validation from the outside world. So some major themes with this full moon, maybe I should be writing these down, but I'm just going to spit them out, is that passion and revival around your passion. I feel like your passion is being pivoted. PPP. Your passion is being pivoted. It's being redirected, because you're being asked to refocus and really just take hold of it and dig deep. I get that you might have a lot of hobbies, but how do we get good at something? We continually show up for it every single day. So how to become the best version of ourselves? We continuously show up for ourselves every single day. Our higher self is not out there. Our higher self is in here. And when we continuously show up for ourselves, nourishing our soul, that is us that's allowing our higher self to come through, radiate through. So I just want to ask your angels, what specific messages do you guys have for this beautiful collective around their passions, around whatever it is that you want to call forward? I get this is a very passionate bunch. I feel like the collective that I speak to are a lot of entrepreneurs, creatives, healers. That's just the energy that I get. But we have 3 cards that just popped out. So, oh my gosh, 4 cards. No way. So we have, as I was talking about, freedom, soulmate, harmony, and manifestation. Also, I'm obsessed with these cards. These are the Healing with the Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. So I want to dive into this story a little bit. And to start us off, perfect. Okay, so we have the listening card to start off our story. So what they're giving me is, back in 2020, reflect back to where you were in 2020. 2020 is when this seed really started blossoming in your heart, planted in your heart. You didn't know what to do with it yet. It was a faint whisper. But with this listening card, you had a prayer. You were probably not in a position that in your life where you felt really satisfied. And you were praying for more purpose. You were asking these questions of, who am I? And what am I meant to do here? I feel like sad. I feel depressed. I feel sad. And I don't know who I am. I don't even know how to love myself. And I'm scared to be alone with myself. And as you had these thoughts, as you're in this very big dark night of the soul, your angels were listening to you. Your angels coming in, as they do, most likely into your dream state. They were coming in at night and they were giving you a seed. This seed that was planted in your heart was meant for you to water. It was the spark of your soul that was coming online. It was the passion that you're now so obsessed with. And you didn't know it then, but you all of a sudden felt this whisper that you were meant for something more. And as you started to listen to that voice, listen to that feeling, that itch that you couldn't quite scratch, that's when you started dabbling with the spiritual, esoteric realm, the metaphysical, right? Maybe you started documenting your dreams. Maybe you started dream journaling. But you just started listening to the call of your heart. And that led you down a huge path. So this is where we are present day, is that everything over the past 6 years, everything that you have been focusing on, and a lot of that has been yourself, because I get that you are the type of person that just, you want to live with so much freedom. Freedom is a very big core value for you. And you're here to be free, to say yes to things that feel so aligned, and you just genuinely want to live life feeling like with limitless opportunities. Like what I'm getting is more just waking up every day and just basking in the joy of life, being so inspired by life and just creating to create, not for the need of approval, just because it's what you love to do, and just falling in love with the simple moments. So as we come to a present day, everything that you have gone through over these past 6 years has actually been prepping you for this exact moment with what is coming in for this full moon. Um, the song Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is coming in, um, because I feel like you used to look up at the stars and see light coming down. But now you look within and you see the light radiating out. You realize that the light that was guiding you and leading you, you are now that light for other people. And you're also that light for yourself. And so with this manifestation card is you have actually manifested into the woman, into the man, that you have dreamt of being back in 2020. And the angels are asking you to honor and acknowledge how far you have actually come, because sometimes we can get so caught up in what we are doing and what we are creating that we forget that we have already done so much, and we forget to honor and acknowledge and soak in the gratitude of our journey, and just to continue to fall in love with the process. So, and one last message. Okay, the last message that they're giving me for this card, and it's an interesting message, is water under the bridge. So I am getting is that when we surrender and when we let go, we allow for things to flow. And the image that they're giving me is looking down at the water that flows beneath the bridge and seeing that you've risen above whatever it is that was holding you back, whatever it is that you were resisting. And you're seeing your reflection, you're seeing how far you have come. And also, water could be a very significant energy and element for you. So just pay attention to the way water moves and just allow for your past, even if there are some moments in your past that, weren't your finest hour. We all have those. And to allow yourself the grace to wash away those worries, but to also wash away the images of the past, because when we look back at the past, we tend to look back at it with the same lens of trauma. But sometimes we can look at it with a healed lens, and we can see that we were doing the best we could with what we had at the time. So your past, what you've been working on for the past 6 years, is unfolding for you now. Big visions. Now with the Harmony card, I love this card to follow up the manifestation card, is because this angel is dancing in the woods barefoot with this violin, and this angel is really marching to the beat of her own drum. She is allowing for life to simply move with her instead of forcing things to occur. So if this is in regards to a prayer about, I'm getting finances, like finances and how you are going to support yourself and how you can really make that pivot to building something that you are financially supported by, that completely aligns with your heart, the time is now to do that. Like, I'm getting that financial opportunities are following this manifestation. And I like, and what I'm also getting is that, okay, they've been saying that you've been prepping for this for some time, so it might not come as a shock to you, because you've been so discerning about what is for you and what is not, but you've also been in this really healing energy with money and with finances. So as this 8/8 portal arises on obviously August 8th, and as we're in this full moon, it's illuminating all that you've done. I feel like this is a celebratory moon for you, and the harmony and the finances is just allowing for you to see all the areas that you have grown, like all the areas that you have grown within. And when you dance to the beat of your own drum, when you really show up for yourself consistently with your passions, money always follows. There is never a short supply of abundance. And they're saying is that abundance exists all around you. You are abundance. Your soul is abundant. So the more you tune into your soul, the more abundant your life will become. As we move into the soulmate energy. So, the soulmate energy is about divine union. This could mean in regards to a partnership, but I'm getting here is that this is the missing piece. So, this full moon energy is giving you the vision to see what has been missing in your life. And what I mean by that is there is probably something in your life where you have been praying on, asking on, like, what is the next step? How do I grow? Like, what is going on here? Like, I know that this is what I'm meant to do, but it just feels like there is one thing missing, one little out of alignment. This full moon is bringing that. What the angels are saying is spend some time journaling and in reflection, and the answer will come to you. And if you're into dreams, something that I personally like to do is I will set my intention before I go to bed at night of like what question I want the angels to have answered in my dream state. And by morning time, I have the answer already because they showed me my dream state. So this full moon is bringing the missing piece for you. It's bringing you your next step. It's bringing you a divine new beginning. And you're really wrapping things up in such a beautiful way. They're saying, allow yourself to rest. And you don't need to charge forward right away. You might have this vivacious energy or this vibrant energy to go and do something, and that is amazing. Absolutely do it, but make sure you're balancing it out and just truly pouring your energy into what you're passionate about. That is a huge message. Is over these next like few weeks, really pouring your energy in to what it is that you want to see grow, because also what we water grows. And the last message we have here is freedom. There's one more message around soulmate. They're saying is that there are some things in your life that are here that you might not see as of yet, as how they aid in your overall dream, but they are here for a reason. So even if you don't see how they align, just ask for the discernment, ask for the eyes to see the truth, and the truth will be given to you. So that was the last message that was coming through with this card, is that some things are, even though they might appear like they don't make sense, they are really actually there to help ground you and to help you develop a certain skill that you need to take with you, to help you grow. So the last message we have here is freedom. So the freedom to be seen, the freedom to express yourself. This is a buck moon. So buck moon is all about how antlers grow over time. They don't grow overnight. Just like our dreams don't just pop up overnight. Flowers don't just pop up overnight. I mean, maybe, but like they take time to be watered. So it's about showing up even when there's no results yet. Showing up knowing that you are free right now. You're free to choose how the words you use. You're free to choose what you wear every day. You have freedom already within you, and it's only in your perspective that you can either accept that or deny that. So what they're saying is that this is really a moon of liberation as well. It's liberating you from these limiting beliefs that maybe you didn't even know were there, but freedom to play and just freedom to say, you know what, I'm just going to post this thing. I'm going to write this thing. It's not going to be perfect. There may be some typos in it, and that is okay because I'm human and I love myself, and people will get it, and it makes me real. And it's the freedom to just say yes to yourself without the need to be perfect, without the need to perform, and to understand that good things come when we water them, but also good things come to those who consistently show up for themselves. And again, going back to the beginning of this message, the more you show up for yourself like you have done over these past 6 years, the more your soul is going to take center stage. You're literally taking up the most amount of space. And it is so beautiful because there's so much space for everybody. There's an infinite amount of space for everyone to just take up their own space and truly be seen in all of their glory, in all of their beauty. And your unique gifts are here to shine. You're here to be loved and to receive love and to give love. And so I just want to wrap this up by saying that if there are any other messages for this full moon, for this collective, just allow them to come through now. The last message that they have for you is that your passions are your guiding light. Pay attention to what really gets your heart super giddy, and don't do it for anybody else but you. Do it because you love it, and the right people will come. Okay? I love you guys so much. If I was to leave you with some things to reflect upon, it is reflecting on your passions, reflecting on how far you have come, doing something that honors yourself, honors your body, your mind, your soul today, taking some time to just be with yourself, be with God. And I just want you to know that I love you and I'm cheering you on. And this is a community, so please feel free to talk and just express yourself, because we're here to raise each other up. Miracles grow so much larger when we can pray and be together. So thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I hope you have a wonderful full moon. And then also just stay tuned because I'm going to host another live workshop. It'll be a Manifesting with the Angels workshop on August 8th, which is the 8/8 portal. So I will have announcements about that in my upcoming posts. Bye, guys.